Hey, how you going? Today's Friday and we're moving steers a day earlier today because we got a bit on the weekend. It's Friday afternoon. I think it's going to rain again. We go like that. Don't touch it yet. But they're already coming down. They're going, yeah, let us in there. So we'll get this happening and I'll film them going through into the new grass. We'll see if we get some leg kicks and stuff. Come on. The magic wire's gone. No leg kicks today. He was a bag of bones when we got him. Get him now. Happy cattle. We'll get this all rolled up. That's it. Pack it up for until next week. Put it down the front. We're going the next week, so they haven't moved very far. I love it. And that's it. Fence is all packed up. Took about 5 minutes. It's only about 210 metres. There's one of the heifers up there. One of the cows up there. And the boys are already up. Loving it, living the dream in here. Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but this stuff's starting to come back through, and most people that are this will just go once this starts, and the cattle love it. And it gets like a little black long seed, and for the life of me I can't remember the name of it, and I probably should look it up. And but yeah, these paddocks now, we've had that bit of rain and the weather's warming up, and they'll fill up with this stuff, and I'll remember the name of it and I'll tell you later on in the video. Cattle love it. Happy days. All right, it's Sunday morning, and I've just put all the calves and the cows and heifers into the yards, coaxed them in there with a bit of food, and we're going to tag the calves hopefully. I'm going to try and draft them off now and let the mums go, because we've got to put Brucey the bull back in with them, and I want to get them tagged at least, and then when we wean them off I'll put a band on our little bull calf and all that. But I'm hoping that this goes fairly smooth, because this is the first time they've been in the yards, you know, and I find little cows so much harder to work than bigger cattle, because they're so quick and they can turn around in the race and give you a hard time and stuff like that, where the bigger ones are sort of, well, they can't turn around in the race for a start, so that makes a massive difference. But a couple of these girls are a bit flighty, and they always have been since we got them. But we'll see what we can do and hopefully get them drafted off and I don't get smashed into the rails.
All right, so we've drafted them off. We've got all the heifers and cows out, and we've just got the calves in here now. And this is the first time they've been in the yards, and the first time that they haven't been with their mums. So, of course they're going to be a bit stressed out, but we'll try and make it as easy on them as we can. And we've got 3 little heifer calves, and they look amazing. Probably because we bred them, of course. But yeah, and then we've got little John, Joe'd call him. He's a little bull calf, but he'll probably end up getting steered. But Jesus, he looks good. I'll flip it around, give you a look at him. That's John, little bull calf. He looks amazing. Then you got the 3 little to the left there, heifer calves. So they're Drought Master Black Angus cross, straight Black Angus he is, Bruce. And yeah, we couldn't be happier. The one on the far left there was the first one born, and then the little bull calf was born, John, and then these other 2 came, and obviously the smallest one there was the last one born. But yeah, we're just going to put some ear tags in them, have a quick look at them, and send them on their way. And then when we wean them off, that's when we'll, if we decide to put a band on John, we'll band him then, and all the rest of it. But yeah, we'll get it all going here shortly. I've got to go and get the tags sorted and everything. They'll calm down a bit. Their mums are just in there, so yeah, we'll let them chill out a little bit. They're freaking out because I'm standing. All right, so this is little Johnny. His mum can. So you want to get it in between the 2 veins in their ear. I haven't got a. He's a bit wound up. Alright, get your feet down. This is the thing, people think that they're all cuddly, and you know, obviously we're making them do things they don't want to do, but we've got their best intentions at heart, and that's for sure. Like, we want to get them through here as calmly as possible to do all this, and get them back out and with their mums, and yeah. So this is their last one, and this is their first experience in the yards. And yeah. Next time we bring them through will be when we're weaning them, and we'll do the NLIS tags as well. So yeah, now we're going to go down and get Brucey back in, or hopefully they'll go down where Bruce is and put these mums back in with them, and he can rebreed them. Come on. Go. Come on. She's been the quietest one. So we got the Bruce and the 4 steers that we've been feeding in the trough down here for like the last 10 videos, I guess. And we put them in with the heifers and cows and calves and everything. So hopefully he gets to work, and we'll keep them in here for a while together, and then I say when we wean these little calves off, that's when we'll pull Bruce back out, and the other steers away, and then yeah, we can split them up and get going again. I meant to film them. It was pretty cool, the introduction. They haven't been in together for quite a while, and yeah, but there they all are, all together. Bruce is already tagged on to one of the girls, so he's following around. Yeah, all happy again after being through the cattle yards. All right, we'll go and find something else to do. Okay, so it's Thursday afternoon. Pretty hot today. It's just starting to cool off a little bit now, but I reckon it would have been up in the mid to sort of higher 30s. I don't know exactly what it was.
We've got some clouds rolling in now. Hopefully we get a storm tonight. I'm down in our, like, very sort of, we call it the back paddock because it's the furthest back this way. Like, the house is sort of in the middle of the property, but yeah, we're over in the back and on the other side of the hill. And I put the heifers and cows and calves, and I've got 4 steers in here and Brucey the bull. And I just come down to have a bit of a walk around them and see if he's sort of hanging around with any of the cows or heifers or whatever, and because normally he'll latch on to whichever one's in season and follow them around. And he seems to be following around ones that have already had calves, but not so much the ones that haven't. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I don't know, I might even get someone in to preg test them in a couple of months' time, because I don't really want to wait until go the full 9 months to see whether or not they calve like we did last time. So hopefully they do. Hopefully they are pregnant and stuff like that. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But they're in here. I'll give you a quick look at the feed that they've got to them. That's why I put them down here near. We're fairly lucky at the moment, and it's still fairly green. It's supposed to be more thunderstorms and stuff like that coming, but I want them to eat this stuff down a little bit. We don't rotationally graze this paddock so much. Like, we do pull them out and then put them in with it. We don't put the electric fence up and divide it off. We probably should, but it does have a bit of thicker scrubby stuff in it here and there, which would make it harder to do that. But I am in the process of clearing some of that up. Not all of it, but just tidying up a little bit more. I'll flip yous around, give you a look what's happening down here. This is what they're in there now. Heaps of grass in here. Some of it's already browned off a bit. Some of it's like, they won't even touch it, but there they all are up there, staring at me as usual. But I'm going to sneak up a bit closer and see if I can get a bit closer. Yeah, look at the grass down in here. There's heaps of it. So the white one and I don't know what colour you'd call him. I call him a ginger, but he looks like a little Murray Grey steer there, but they're 2 steers to the right. That cow standing there looking straight at us, she was the first one to calve when they calved. And the 3 that are standing over on this side here, staring at us now, none of them have had a calf yet. So the clock's ticking for them. The one with the horns behind him, she calved. That's a little steer at the back. Obviously the one over there that's getting feed off it. It's calves feeding off it. It calved, obviously. But Bruce is over standing behind one that's already calved last season, so I wish he was sort of hanging around these 3 a little bit more. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. It'd be a real shame if she didn't calf. And the one, these 3 here, because they're the 3 biggest girls that we've got. The size of them. Yeah, they are massive. The camera probably doesn't do them justice, but they are huge. They're nearly, well, they've been like about, I don't know, probably getting closer to 3 years old. So yeah. This one here hasn't calved yet neither. So it's those 4 there. Playing a bit argy-bargy, mate. There's all the calves now, they're all pumping along good. So, all happy. Plenty of grass, that's for sure. Right. Breeze has finally dropped off. She's definitely in season. He's following her. He's been trying to jump on her while I've been standing here. But yeah. Hopefully we get 8 calves this time and not 4. He's a lot bigger now than he was then, you know. He was way too young before. This silly steer thinks he's still got something to offer, and she keeps like chasing him off. But I wish Bruce would do that. I don't know whether that's normal or not, like for a bull to chase him off. But anyway, that's probably going to do this one. Thanks heaps for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.